Right, let's get my box of bits out. Thing we're going to need is one Arduino, and we'll use this little shield I've got. As you can see, there's other versions of this in here that I've built over the years. Just for curiosity, just so you know. Oops, sorry about my fingers. I'm trying to do this all. That goes on there, and that's a full programmer, which is exactly the same as that one, and that's a more glorified version. So those three programmers are all identical, do the same thing. They all do the same thing. But we only need this one. And what we do, if you look on the back of the Arduino, sorry about my video, I meant to use my phone, just literally plugs on the back there. As you can see, done. I have to put a chip in there. I'll do that off camera now. Right, that's the chip in. We'll now put the programmer back on it. So there it is, complete. Then we need to add the RS232 onto there. I'll do that again off camera. There it is, all on the setup. And then we have to use the power. You can use the USB, but I do it this way. I'll do that off camera again. Now we've got PonyProg all up and running, obviously got rid of the little splash screen that comes up by clicking OK. We need to go on to Setup, and we need to run a calibration. Now remember, that's with everything on as you see it. Shouldn't really need to, but this is the way I do it. Press yes. Then it comes back, calibration OK. Done. Then we need to go up to this spanner, open that, and on here you can see that serial is checked, and on this drop down menu we select SI Prog, as you see. I'm using COM3. I don't know what yours will be. You'll have to test that. If it's not correct, when you hit this button, which is probe, which is the next thing you must do, is probe. And as you can see, it's come back OK, which means it's now talking to the Arduino through the RS232. For anybody watching this, this is actually Windows 10, and apparently you can't do this on Windows 10. Nah. Right, now what we do is we'll go into the top corner. I think you've already done this. And we'll click Open Device. We'll run, this is just a mock sketch, so just go to where your X file is. Do not double click on your X file to open it up with WinProg. You'll find that sometimes that don't work and it leaves you scratching your head. Always do it this way round. Click on the one you want to open, and there you are. You can see it. It's all opened up, and as you can see, it's got your information in. Now all we need to do is go Write Device, and we press OK. Down here, gives you the information, yes. And now off it goes. This is in real time. Sorry about the pitch quality, I'm having to hold my camera because my normal camera won't fire up for some reason. It's now verifying it, that the code's gone in. and as you can see it says write successful, so you can click that. And still on Ponyprog, there's a couple little things that you need to know, but I'll take you through this one first. And it's called security bits. You do need to have these set, because if you don't, the display won't work properly or anything. But before we do that, you can see I've now removed the program. We're still connected all up. This is a nice little trick. If you have a program in an Arduino where you've lost the source code for it, but you want to make another one, pop the chip in your Arduino on the system like I've shown you in this video, and we'll go on to here, and it says read device. So we'll click that, and it's now reading what's on the chip. It's not back working, it's just copying the chip, in other words making a backup of the actual information that's on the chip. This is not voodoo, as some people will say it is. And boom, there's all the information off your chip. And as it says, read successfully. Shut that off. Now we'll go to the bit settings again. This is very important to get these correct. As you can see, the ones that's ticked for this particular project, that's the ones you need ticking. The reason why I've shown it in this order is so when you do what we've just done, in other words pull the information out of a chip, you also need to read that and copy it, so you can actually put those settings for any new chip that you want to program. So when programming a new chip, a brand new one, never been used, you need to go into this setting, click the ones you see clicked on the screen now. Before or after programming, most people would say before. It works either way. And as you can see, you can write them or read them. So once you've actually set the ones you want, you press write. And if you want to press read, you go read, and it'll do it again, look, and it's come up. So basically, now I've not got none of the boot sectors locked, so anybody can read the information on the chip. If you want to lock it, that's up to you. But I don't. Not on this project anyway. I think that concludes all the stuff on Ponyprog, and we can now shut that down because as we've done with it. So close Ponyprog and we'll move on. The software is now in the chip, so we just take all this to pieces, which I'll do off, and we'll pull the chip. Right, we've pulled the chip, there she is, and I've now put this on the bench. Yeah, don't look at it too much. It's just a little rig, so we'll pull the chip out that's already in there, because obviously I've programmed that with some other code. Just stick it over there out the way. We'll get your chip, and we're going to drop that in there, making sure we get it the right way around, making sure the connections are on. Just put a battery on, and now I can hit the power. I'll do that again, it's a bit quick. I'll look into slowing that down, but as you can see, it comes up with your name. And now we can hit play, which I've just done there. Oops, sorry. And as you can see, all running. I'm sorry this is a rough and ready video, but It's the best way of doing it with the phone that I've got.